Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to be talking about my new milestone that I just hit. So as of today, my account closed at 40K, and that's definitely the most money I've ever had in my trading account or any trading account for that matter. So it's definitely pretty cool. And I want to say thank you guys for being there for the entire ride. I think when I started taking trading really seriously this year, around January, I probably had like maybe 17K or 15K or something like that. And my goal for the whole year was to hit 38K. That just seemed like a pretty good estimate given the amount that I was making. But I hit 40K and it's only September, about to be October. So I don't know, maybe I could even hit 50K by the end of the year. I think that's pretty realistic. So today's video, I just want to say thank you guys for the support. And I want to make a couple of like announcements slash updates. So at the end of the year, I'm going to show my account, do the 1 year chart, and basically just do kind of like a storyline, talk about each month and like some of the lessons I learned. I'm definitely not perfect, so there's a lot of stuff that I can share. But stay tuned for that at the end of the year. And then for the rest of this video, I also want to talk about some of my holdings that I find really interesting. It's not going to be necessarily just my winners or just my losers, but it's just going to be what I want to talk about. And so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the portfolio actually. All right, so this is the portfolio, 40.1K at the close. I think I even had 40K yesterday sometime in the afternoon, but the market just did really poorly to close the day, so then I no longer had 40K. But at the close, I have 40K now. And so this is a week chart. And then this is a monthly chart, which has definitely been super choppy and like pretty frustrating for me. But I just kind of just sat tight. I feel like now is the time to be sitting tight in your position. So I'm definitely swing trading a lot less. But anyway, so really choppy 1 month, but the 3 month chart is actually pretty good. Around 8.5K around there in profits. So pretty happy about that. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about some of my holdings. So the reason why today I won't be showing my entire account is because I don't really like people to buy and sell what I'm buying just because I'm buying it. I definitely had some bad experiences with that, especially because I buy and sell so frequently. So something that I have in my portfolio today, I may sell tomorrow. So today I'm just going to talk about the positions that I'm okay with sharing. I'll start with my largest holding and then talk about some of the holdings that I find really interesting. So the first holding, which is my largest holding, is Netflix. So Netflix, I've definitely been scoping out for a pretty long time. For me to make this my largest holding, it'd have to mean something to me, right? And I'm not talking about like sentimental value. I just mean like from a long-term perspective, I really, really like Netflix. So what I was watching out for was this triangle that we were in. I felt like we would break to the upside. I've made several videos about that. And then the other thing is that we're still above the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. We recaptured the 50-day, came back, retested it, and then just started marching higher. So Netflix just seemed like a no-brainer. If a FANG stock was showing this kind of retracement, it definitely seemed like a no-brainer. My price target for Netflix is around $410. I hope we get there pretty soon. That'd make me really happy. But yeah, I like Netflix, and it's like, it's hard to find FANG stocks on a discount that I feel good about. Like, for example, something like Facebook, like, looks pretty weak. I don't want to buy Facebook. Like, I just sold my Facebook yesterday at the high, and I'm totally fine with it. Let's say Facebook just completely recovers. That's fine. My goal is to buy stocks that I feel good about, so Netflix is one of those holdings. And then second on the list of stocks that I feel good about is Amazon. So Amazon, I bought for the first time ever, I want to say maybe a couple weeks ago. So yeah, September 14th was the first time I bought Amazon. And then I bought again on September 20th. So I have around 4K on Amazon. My average price is at $19.58. And I'm currently up on $112. So Amazon, I also found really interesting. I thought it looked absolutely beautiful last week. So we basically found support on the 50-day moving average. Just perfect 3 waves down. Opened right above this, went a little bit below the 50-day, and then closed above it for a really nice hammer, and then a few days of consolidation. A few days of continuation. And I think we might pull back pretty soon, actually. So I might sell it. I don't know. But at the same time, Netflix is also one of those core positions that you can hold long term. So any way you want it, I think Amazon is a pretty good purchase. The next stock I want to talk about is actually my favorite holding, and the reason why it's my favorite holding is because I bought this one just basically off of instinct. So this company is called Nasdaq Inc, and they're basically the company that owns the Nasdaq index. You guys can check out my video that I posted yesterday. I do a way more in-depth analysis about Nasdaq Inc. But today what I want to talk about is basically why this was a no-brainer. So RSI being oversold pretty much right under 30, and then we were hovering near the 200-day moving average. It definitely just felt right, and I didn't have to do much thinking about it. The only fundamental analysis I care about is like, will this company be around in the next 10 years? If true, then yes, then go ahead and buy it. So that was my reasoning behind NDAQ. So yeah, basically I like when there's a signal that's just screaming at you, and it just felt really obvious. So I'm currently down on my position, maybe 2%, but I don't really care about that. That's fine. And then yeah, so the last stock I want to talk about is actually MU, and MU I also find really interesting. I have a really small position on it, but I'm currently up around 2%. What I like about MU is basically like how it looks. So it doesn't look excellent. We actually broke below this green trendline support, which is now resistance. I'm going to go ahead and make that red. We're getting a bearish cross on the 50-day moving average and 200-day moving average. So time will tell if we can get back above this resistance zones, but for the most part, I find it interesting how well regarded MU was, but no longer is. MU was basically what AMD is now, and I remember all the hype about MU, and so now these are basically the latecomers that are bag holding MU. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I might sell around 48. We'll see. I'm gonna be surprised if we can just break above this really easily. But yeah, so sometimes I just buy stocks if I find them interesting. I know it's kind of weird, but yeah, it is what it is. And so yeah, so that's basically the holdings that I wanted to talk about. It's just like a sneak preview for my end of the year video. I'm going to talk about some of my largest holdings and my mistakes and the things I learned and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you guys for all the support and for being there with me along the ride. I hope you have a great day and good luck trading.